My name's Rhonda Clark. I was in the senior role with selectability, which when I joined back in 1996, it was called Solace, Supported Options in Lifestyle and Access Services. And it was a pilot program for Queensland to pilot supporting people with major mental illness in the community rather than being in hospital. And over the next few years, it included the government closing down Mossman Hall in Charters Towers, and those people moving to the community of their choice with support workers. This was really early days where people were locked in institutions and that was it for the rest of their lives. So we were part of that, but we also had people who had been in and out of hospital and been released to live with family or whatever, and the families were overwhelmed. Sometimes they couldn't live by themselves, so we had to have support workers in the home. So that was part of being a pilot program, and at the end of the pilot program, we were evaluated. I had to write reports to say all the good outcomes, and lots of the people that we supported wrote their own stories that went into that, which was really great. It had never been done before in Queensland for mental health, and so they used our model, and there was another program in Brisbane that did it as well, and they had a different model, and so those models were rolled off around the country, Queensland, based on those models, which was good to see, yes, and they appreciated it. And over time, we were able to build a really good relationship with the government workers. It was finding out where the person wants to go, where they want to live, and it worked best if they had family there that would support them. So they were given their own units, they chose all their own furniture, all those things happened. Teaching them skills. Some of them had been in hospital for 20 years. They had no skills, even having their own shower. Years later, that was then rolled off in different places because it was the trial. Years later, Solace, we started a program to look at our local community. So we did some community work. Myself and someone that I employed, she had very strong experience in the community development work, and we visited all the places like Ingham, Charters Towers, Hewenden and the Burdekin, and gave some talks about mental health, and people had their own stories in those towns, and found services who would be willing to take that on if we trained them, and then after a few years backed out, and that they were happy to carry on themselves. So that's how the regions actually receive services. There's nothing. That was just wonderful to see. It was so exciting to see that we were able to contribute to those towns to having good services. I think it's just amazing from what I grew up with, and I had an older sister who had a major mental illness, and what she went through and how she didn't manage in the community. But now I can see people who can. And I still, in shopping centres, I'll see some of our consumers, and they'll sing out, "Hey Rhonda, how you going?" We started out with 2 support workers, a male and a female, in 1996, and we grew from there. And some of those, they'd come out of hospital. They'd been in hospital for a long time and there was nowhere to go, so they were supported. So just to see that first cohort come out and become independent, and then as we grew, we needed more money, so we applied for different programs, but it was all based on the deinstitutionalisation. Yes, yeah. And to see it all come now and still see some of the people, and some of the workers. But there was Solace, there was the Mental Illness Fellowship, and there was the Employment Agency, Advanced Employment, specifically for mental health. So those three services, we really worked together in Townsville, and over time we built that relationship. And we called it the Mental Health Consortium. When I first started, we were in a little old house in Nakerville, a high-set house, and there was me, and there was a part-time admin person, very part-time, and 2 part-time support workers, and that was it. And we grew from there. And so once we got a few workers and we didn't have enough car space around this little old house, we moved to a bigger house in Ross River Road, across from Mundingborough School. It's still there, great big sign on. So we lived there for a while, for quite a few years, and the cars could be locked up away at the back, which was good, because those days we didn't have too many cars. And then we just outgrew it. You know, the cars, workers had nowhere to park their cars, they'd be all around the streets, and so we finally got to the point where we decided, well, we need to, get something more permanent.
Step.
Yeah, and so we very carefully got the money together, and we started to build Charles Street. Really only get into this sector because it's very challenging, unless you really wanted to do it and you really have that thriving. You want people to see other people thrive and live their own life. But you've got to want to do that. If you're not sincere, the people you go to see know that. I'm just overwhelmed that it's come to where it is. It's just amazing for me. It's gone right across Queensland, yeah, and who had nothing. And as I said, I've grown up with it in my family, and there were no services. It's terrible. Just the family had to do it. I think I really miss the camaraderie of the workforce, and we had a much smaller workforce, that we could do things together and support each other. So there's a lot of support within all the workers, and I'm really happy about that, and I do miss that. And I still see some of them. We go out and have breakfast and lunch and things. I'd like to thank the people who are on management committee, Anya, because they're the ones that keep it going. They're the ones that make the decisions on what direction's going to happen. And so they have to be out, they have to be visionary. They have to see something that could be done and prepared to back it, to do it. And so I really appreciate them as well. You've got to get the right people on it.